Decided to visit us on the trail, eh? Sure, come along. You can join in the fun. You may notice that some of my traveling companions are a little teary-eyed. Yeah, it's not just a clever name. Trail of Tears, for reals. These poor people have lost their homes, their land. They all had to cancel their gym memberships, too.
Hello, what did you just say?
Why is it happening, you ask? Well, it's certainly not because they all wanted a change of scenery. Heard of manifest destiny? Well, manifest destiny basically describes a silly notion some Americans have that it is their divine purpose to expand westward and continue to claim new land.
New land?
Apparently their God is big on uprooting some of his other creations in the name of greed. Sounds like a good guy, no?
Could you put us down now?
So, while many of these Native Americans had already come to look at the land as their own, along came the white man to show them the door.
Hello.
Or the beaver pelt, or whatever. And if you think the idea of manifest destiny is something that is no longer around in your day and age, ask yourself whether some of our nation's actions, even in the 21st century, are merely offshoots of manifest destiny. We often try to push our policies and beliefs on foreign cultures, even if we only do so because we care.
Take the present.
Does it mean we have a superiority complex?
USA! USA!
Do we police other nations because we're trying to be helpful, or because of our need to control? It was some early success that America experienced that has bred such delusions of grandeur.
Whoa, grandeur.
Including the Second Great Awakening, during which America nearly doubled in size. Of course, there was no Jenny Craig back then.
Oh, man.
Some blame goes to even earlier generations, such as those righteous religious groups who initially settled the New World. They all felt they were acting by divine guidance, even when that guidance was to nearly obliterate an entire race of people with disease and pestilence.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't sound like the kind of advice you'd find in Ann Landers, right?
People still read this thing?
But when it comes right down to it, it's really about race, isn't it always? There is a pretty deep river of racial superiority running through this country's purple mountains and fruited plains. Non-whites have struggled and gotten the raw end of the deal over centuries. There's no denying it. A shame, because a box of Crayola would be awfully boring if there was no variety.
Who you calling boring?
These Native Americans certainly fall into the category of non-white. Their rights have never been respected, because they have always been seen by the white man as uncivilized and in need of education.
Oh, wow.
Ah, the irony. Am I right? Of course, it's not just these guys behind me. The Mexican people who claimed rights to Texas were viewed as a bit backwards themselves, and not just because they put their punctuation marks upside down. And finally, blacks are required to follow their masters into the unknown West, no matter how many family members they may be leaving behind. Yep, there's a real miscellany of displaced folks who have to keep on moving until they find a new home. It's a bit of a trail mix, right? Oy, it's gonna be a long road trip.
Yuck, gee willikers.